Someone is doing an absolute mad one outside and is using what looks like a chainsaw or like is it an angle grinder? Yeah, something like that. At fucking 8:30 at night. And it's just out there. I'm like, what is that noise? And I go outside and you just see it's dark, right? It's night time, it's 8:30. Just like loads of bloody sparks. I'm like, what is going on over there? I'm like, but fair dues, that's what me and Laura do when we need to fix our fence in the middle of the night. We just get the drill and just go for it, you know? And I was like, what is that noise? And we're just there like... Also, actually, standard desk update. I can't remember the last time I actually sat down at this desk for any longer than like 30 minutes. I am absolutely a convert to just standing up all day. And that's what I do, basically. I think there's like at the very beginning of the day in the morning, I might sit down to like, if I need to do something on paper, or like make some notes or something, but that's the only time I ever sit down now is to do that. Although I do think I need to adjust the memory thing to there instead. I think that's a little bit, I should do that. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Laura has gone out to a work do. It's actually a Christmas party. It got obviously cancelled over Christmas for because Omicron was ripping through and no one understood what it was. And their company is like uber safe, like way safer than like the government is or anything like that. And they cancelled it way before there was any like kind of hint. So now she's having a Christmas party in March. So I dropped her off there, came back. I've just had some dinner, some lamb orzo with some feta cheese. Was delish. Did all the washing up and stuff. I just came upstairs and realised I hadn't taken the footage off the camera from yesterday. And now I don't know what to do with my evening. Spent the day trying to understand how resourcing works in Kubernetes and how you can like request certain amounts of compute power, and trying to figure out how we can manage that across multiple teams. I can't find many blogs or anything. Basically, we had a scenario where we had an app that was requesting. We have like 5 apps in Kubernetes at the moment. It's like brand new for us. We're trying it out. It's in like the discovery phase. We have like 5 apps on a tiny cluster, and already we hit the scenario where like we needed to downsize some apps to fit another one in. And then we're like, so what sizes do we want? Are there any kind of like controls that we need to put in so that we don't get someone asking for a stupid amount of CPU? Can we live without asking? Maybe can we live without asking in team environments but not prod? Does that affect the developer experience? All that kind of shit. It's one of those days, but it was basically a day of like deploying something, changing some figures, seeing how it behaves, like playing Jigsaw effectively. It was quite good. Had a couple of like mad moments as well where we had like random things going off. It always happens at the same time. Like you get a message, oh, can you just look at this? We're like, yeah, can I look at that for you? And then we get an alert. And then we get an alert in another environment. Then someone messages you asking for something. You're like, I've literally been sat here, like pressing deploy, waiting, because it takes like 2 minutes. I do like 2 stitches of my sewing in the 2 minutes. I go, oh cool, it did that. Awesome. Next. Try that one. Bang. 2 minutes. Do a bit of sewing. Wait for it. And then all of a sudden, everything all at once. But yeah, otherwise that was work. That was good. We sat outside and had lunch with Monty in the garden, who I think is looking at me downstairs because he wants to play. He's at the bottom of the stairs. He's like, Jamie, I'm bored. Laura's not here. Can you play with me, please? So let's go get your ribbon, my baby. You okay? Can I step over you? Thank you. We've had a fight today, but it's fine. We've not fallen out because I've fed him since, and he's remembered that I'm the person that feeds him, and yet somehow I'm the person that he picks fights with. You play with this? You play with this? Yes. Here he does. Look at him. He can't wait. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So it's Friday. I have afternoons off on Friday, and at the end of the last video, I said, I was like, I want to make the most of my afternoons, right? What's on my phone? Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So I'm really testing my fucking multitasking skills, playing with Monty at the same time. What was I chatting shit about? Yeah, so on Fridays we have half a day, and I've been trying to get back into hobbies. So I'm like trying to get back into photography and like actually learn how to do it and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to like learn how to... My hobbies effectively are sewing, playing chess, playing games in general, but learning how to play chess. And then also like photography, and I'm thinking about some other things that I can do, like water sports. I want to go surfing, that kind of shit, right? I'm just trying to spend my time better, basically. Since saying that, I've not really done it. So I've been like, I'm gonna go out on my like longboard or something, or on a bike, and go and take some photos somewhere, and like learn how to do things that I can't do, like landscape photography. I'm crap. I'm terrible at landscape photography. But I'm on call, so I can't leave the house without my laptop, and I should stay within like 3G range or 4G range, so that I can deal with something if something goes wrong. So instead, today, what did I do? I spent 2 hours working with Laura on Laura's job. So she's been really stuck like balancing a spreadsheet of like some accounts, and I was like, right, just talk me through it. Treat me like an absolute fucking idiot and talk me through everything you are doing and why you're doing it. I'm also really snotty, I apologise. So on my afternoon off, I just did Laura's, like helped Laura with her job instead. So that was good fun. But yeah, so now I don't really know what to do with myself. I'm rendering a video, the last video. I'm fully caught up now on videos. I probably won't be fully caught up on this one because I'll finish this one Thursday night. And we're going to London Friday, so the chances of me getting it up will be difficult, unless I obviously finish this one before Thursday. Monty, there's no fun when you're lying on it. Oh baby, oh baby. It's not me. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do with my evening now, because out of all of my hobbies, oh no, so yeah, I started playing Formula 1. whatever the most recent Formula 1 is, 2021, because I have 2022 maybe actually. It's just come on Game Pass, and I'm already like, oh, maybe I should get a steering wheel again. I remember why I find it annoying, because you just can't get the control you want out of a controller, because like the acceleration's too aggressive and the steering's too blah blah. But I'm trying to save money as well. That's my other hobby, is saving money. Typical Jamie, it's payday and he's starting looking at £350 purchases. What is it with steering wheels? Steering wheels for video games, for Xbox games, I've done exactly what cameras have done, which is not get any cheaper. I remember wanting one as a kid and I was like, god damn, they're expensive. And now I'm looking at it as an adult and I'm like, god damn, that's expensive. Whereas most things I looked at when I was a kid and thought was expensive are now like reasonable, you know, not expensive. Anyway. So I might go play Formula 1 for a little bit. Depends if Monty is like actually wants to play, or if he's just gonna try and make a den with this. Well, I got properly sucked into Formula 1 there. I'm a bit out of sync. It's nearly midnight. I'm gonna head to bed, I think. I don't know. It's it's 10 to midnight. I'm gonna message Laura actually and see what. Often she doesn't want a lift. Like, often I end up staying up late and she's just like, I've got an Uber. And I'm like, well, why was I awake then? She probably downplayed this Christmas party thing, being like, oh, it's going to be a buffet. It's going to be shit. Probably going to be like leaving when we're all going to leave when the dancing starts. So we'll probably be out by 9. God damn it. But anyway, yeah, it's midnight now. I've played Formula 1 tonight, I've done some sewing, watched Queen's Gambit, and I am gonna head up to bed now. I might be playing chess or something. I'm gonna see, I've just messaged her, I'll give her some time to try and get back to me. Let me know what her plan is. Like, if she's not planning on coming back anytime soon, then I'm gonna sleep. Oh, I also slept really badly yesterday as well, because I just have bad dreams all night. So I'm a bit tired. I'm not made of the stern stuff I used to be made of. Having said that though, I also don't fill my evenings the same way I used to. Like, it's a lot easier to stay awake and like blow the night away programming than it is watching TV or playing Xbox or whatever. Right, so let's brush teeth, let's get ready for bed. We'll see. We're off, we're in town, it's haircut day. Got my laptop with me. And you know, every time I get to this point, I'm like, oh, just please be closed. I fucking hate it. I hate haircuts so much. Of course, if he is closed, I'm like fucked because I have to find somewhere else next week and it's not going to be as good. I just despise it. It's like going to the dentist. And I need to go. I should go. But I have to go. But I don't want to. Fortunately, my mandem was open, so I had to wander around town a little bit to save some time to the difference between like my haircut and Laura's. But otherwise, I got it done. It wasn't as bad as it could be. He just drones on, he talks about so much shit, you know. There's somewhere like closer to me, so I go into town for that haircut. There's a guy closer to me who is a less good hairdresser, but he chats less shit. So it's almost preferable. The thing is, I kind of begrudge paying the same price for the haircut I get in town, which I know is good, but the chat's bad. As I do here. I don't know why, but I feel like I shouldn't pay town prices for a non-town haircut. I don't know what that is. It's like a cognitive thing. But I've tried so many hairdressers right now. Anyway, we got that. We went to go pick up. Laura had a delivery thing that she needed to pick up. And then I went to... We got some itsu, had some sushi. I haven't had sushi in ages. And then we came back. We sorted out, like, had lunch. Sat in the garden with the cat, did some reading. And then I've been doing some, like, pottering, like, minor cleaning stuff while Laura did some gardening. And sorted out a video. I'm fully caught up on... I said that, didn't I? I think I would have said that yesterday. Fully caught up on videos. And then otherwise, just had a chilled out evening. I've almost finished my embroidery thing. I just have like basically one more evening's worth of French knots to do. And my emergency order of Amazon patterns has arrived, which is good. There's like one that's like slightly smaller, which should easily tide me over till my deliveries arrive from like America. And then two big ones as well. So that should be quite interesting. Looking forward to it, boys. Watched Formula 1, cooked a like pasta, like a tomatoey pasta dish where you make the sauce yourself by like roasting the tomatoes. I need to remember, if you're halving, this is something I struggle to wrap my head around. If like, so basically you have to slow roast some tomatoes, 2 kilograms worth of tomatoes for 90 minutes. If I'm using a kilogram of tomatoes, if I've halved everything, so half the garlic, half the thingy, half the chili, I need to change the cooking time. That like doesn't add up in my head. And I effectively like half burnt the tomatoes. I pulled it early and I should have pulled it earlier. I should have gone 60 minutes and not 90, I think. And that is like a lesson I need to learn. That just because it doesn't add up in my head, because surely a single cherry tomato takes the same amount of time to cook as it does if it's next to another one, right? So why, if there's only one, does it cook faster? Obviously, the amount of energy going into the oven is the same and it's being divided out by, but it wasn't bad, but it could have been better, that's all I'm saying. I'm making myself a gym bag. I'm going to the gym tomorrow, back exercises. I have a annoying alert thing that goes off in the morning at the moment because of a customer. That's probably going to go off at 6, which means it's probably going to go off at 5 tomorrow because the clocks go forward. And I'm not looking forward to that. So I'm going to the gym, but I might not be going immediately. I may wait for those alerts to inevitably end around 7:30, so 6:30 my time, but 7:30 real time. Clock changes are so annoying. I much prefer just staying awake until the clocks change and then going, okay, now it's time. No surprises if you do it that way. That's my top tip. And a weekend over. We've washed this towel. But it's Monty's. So I'll just keep it back. It used to be a beach towel. It used to be my towel. Then it was a beach towel. And then Monty took it at some point and ruined it. It's absolutely like threadbare, basically. It's horrendous. But yeah. I can't fold for shit. God damn it, I'm under pressure. Pretty standard Sunday. Had the gym. It was back day. Back day is always really boring. Really out of sync though, because obviously the clocks have gone back. forward. Clocks have gone forward. And my alarm went off at 6:15, which is 5:15 in real time. And I was like, nope. I'm so freaking tired. I didn't try to go back to sleep. I was just like, it was like when you're reading and you fall asleep. It was like that. And then I woke up at 7. I'm normally in the gym by 7. Obviously 7 is actually 6. Realised I wasn't getting alerts. We've been getting alerts every morning for the past couple of days. So glad about that. Slowly got ready, went to the gym. I was out of sync. The gym was fucking empty. So everyone else obviously did the same as I did. Came back. Laura's been decorating. It's now finished decorating downstairs. I've been potting around doing other stuff, just admin things. I've finished my embroidery. I'll show you that tomorrow though. I need to tie it off basically. Formula 1 and Peaky Blinders. Happy Sunday, boys. It's my last night of being on call, and then I've got a week of freedom. We should have a fun week as well this week because we are out and about. But yeah, back to work tomorrow, boy. There he is. What a little babe. You can buy him like really expensive, soft, plushy beds. These nice little donut things. Even put a towel in it to try and make it a little bit more, you know, palatable. Is he interested? No. He wants a shitty towel on a bed. God damn it. That doesn't recycle. Bit of a weird start to the morning. I was on call until about 8 o'clock. So I didn't go out for a walk and whatnot. And also I was with Laura trying to make phone calls, trying to organise some stuff for her. But where we got through, it's like, don't need to worry about it. So we're not worrying, we'll try not to worry. I'll show you this room last night. This looks exactly the same. So we've now got, all of this has now been painted. Laura's really happy with it. It's like an off-white, greeny bit. There's still little bits we need to touch up, but otherwise good. So it used to be like this yellow colour, and now it's this greeny off-white thing. I just need to pop into the garden, which is why I shut the cat out just in case. Sorted out the bins this morning and put some garden waste in there from Laura's doing some gardening on Saturday. And I went up to that level, I went outside, brought in some garden waste, put it in the bin, and then I didn't actually roll the bin out to the road because I was like, oh, I need to put some recycling in. I couldn't put the recycling in because I needed to, if I did that, I need to wash my hands and Laura's in the shower. So I was like, oh, I'll wait for that, do that, and then thingy. By the time Laura had got out of the shower, I then got out to the road and the bin man had already come. God damn it. But anyway, today is a day of Kubernetes stuff. We're going to do some networking, try and get these clusters publicly accessible from a browser, which might be quite interesting because we need to set host headers somehow. I've set up some DNS stuff, and I don't think I have permission to do that, but we'll see. But yes, that's my plan today. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do some fucking, what's it called? Shitty like employee assessment stuff. I hate it with a passion, right? And I've even joked with people in my team being like, the best thing about changing jobs really quite regularly is that you don't have to care about these things. But if you actually decide you want to stay somewhere, then it's more of a problem, you know? Also, look at this. So that is the one I've just finished. It's really cool. I'm now on to this one. This is just like a bit of a dumb one while I wait for ones that I actually wanted to do. But I just realised, I was like, oh, I'm just going to do this butterfly up here. And I'm looking at this drawing and I'm like, what is this? This is the shoddiest bit of stitching I've ever seen in my life. And then you look further and you're like, these are the worst leaf stitches I've ever seen. Like, what the fuck is that? So I was just in like the like innovation IT all hands thingamajig. And I'm like, I was like, oh, well, let's just set this up while I'm listening. I set it up and I'm like, got the white out because to pick a colour to start with. And I was like, I'll start off with this butterfly up in the corner. And then looked at the picture closer, I'm like, I don't actually know what the fuck I'm doing here. Because I feel like what I wouldn't do is this. I'm sure you're very interested. It's the end of the day now. I'm just putting the washing away. But I have decided to go kind of like a leaf stitch where you go into the middle, but like much more rounded. So I'm just going to follow it all the way around. That might be quite difficult to do, but I'm going to try and do it because it will look better than whatever the fuck they did. When you actually look at that, this here looks nothing like this. I finished for the day. We've been doing lots of networking-y stuff, DNS shit, and pairing with someone else as well. And we've got that thing now where other people are starting to work on the project I was working on, and he's like, why did you name it this instead of this? And I'm like, because I didn't think of that, firstly. But if you want me to justify it, I can. It's like, do we need to rename the database? No. If it's so bad, you should have raised it when I raised it as a PR. Or you should have engaged earlier. You know? I'm like, fuck. But at least he joked about that as well. He was like, sorry, but it's really annoying people just coming in to the project really late and being like, why'd you do this? And I was like, yeah, basically. Friggin' arms, man. Right, so that basically, yeah, that's everything. But otherwise, it's been a good day. Been a bit slow. Been a bit distracted. I'm not very good at pairing with someone or just being on a call while they're working and while I'm working at the same time. I just can't do it. Because then the context switching to figure out what they're talking about when they actually like ask a question or something is so hard. Gotta be careful what I show here, but here's what our like graph of our load test looks like. We run a load test every day at like 4:30. Here's what it looked like today, because it's daylight saving time, baby. Fuck it. So that is presumably some kind of endurance test, which we run every day. Or it's just a bump that happened to kick in at the same time. And the spike's the same height. We were doing something, we were testing some like patching and stuff during the what I thought was a load test. FML. I'd already logged off as well, and they're like, oh, the load test doesn't start till... hasn't started yet. And I'm like, yeah, it has. It started at 4:30. I watched the graph go up. Fuck. Load tests are all managed by Tester, and you can't even deal with daylight savings time. What a load of shit. Right, I'm at Sainsbury's. Turns out Laura is coming down with some kind of cold, so I've told her to stay at home. I am doing the shop. We have plans this weekend that I've planned for like 3 months. Hopefully they aren't ruined. But we'll see. Fingers crossed, boys. All we can do is take tests and shit in it. So, I am going shopping. It's 7:20. It takes ages when you're on your own, because you've got a lot of stuff to juggle. Let's see how well we do. It was basically dead on an hour. I sat back in the car in an hour's time. So, that's how long it takes. I have the gym to go to tomorrow, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm gymming or swimming. I don't know which one. At the moment, right now, not the for either. I think we swim. We swim? Yes. Otherwise, we're going to bed. Do you remember me saying how this was sorry, that's on the screen, not the lens. How this is Monty's bed. Well, he's got a little buddy. It's my bed tonight. Move my pillow in. I've abandoned. Look, I've taken my pillowcase off of there. I need to wash my hands. I guess I need to end the video as well, because I was holding out to finish this on Friday, but I don't need to, because we're not going to London anymore, boys. We've cancelled the trip. Laura's tested positive, unfortunately. So we're trying to keep me away, but it's a lost cause, to be fair. It's not likely I'm going to stay out of this scot-free, but so far I'm negative. So yeah, if I could be bothered, I could put this into double bed mode, but I don't think I can be bothered. The only question is whether my feet fit. Otherwise, today it was a bit of an odd day. I went to the gym. I did gym stuff instead of fucking vegetables. I usually do when I'm not on call, I do a swim on a Tuesday, but I switched stuff around because I thought Laura might need the car on a Thursday. So I was going to do Tuesday on a Thursday and Thursday on a Tuesday, and then realised that that wasn't going to happen. So that's cool. Otherwise, work was relatively annoying. I spent the morning trying to figure out this networking issue, and then the afternoon rapidly addressing this project I'm doing, because someone's come along and we're like, I kind of want to do the same project but from a completely different perspective. And I'm like, what the frick? It's quite stressful. Long and short is like we've been doing this like huge overhaul of the authentication layer, and the person wants to do pretty minor changes to like the login flow for the portal, which is like not important at all, and wants to like design effectively what we're designing for that. So we don't want to do any overlap. And I'm like, they're smarter about this than I am. They're like cleverer. They know more about it than I do, let's put it that way. There's still a load of unknowns in the way that we want to do things too. So we are like, we're in this weird, bizarre scenario where we started the project first. Our project is much more like long-reaching. It's a lot more like far-sighted. But because we haven't been able to prioritize it much, we now might be overtaken by something that's way less important, but being pushed for. And you know what I mean? It was tough. But I think I figured it out. I think I figured out where the problem is and why whatever you're doing isn't the way we're going to do it. Like, you can hack whatever the shit you want for your thing, if you want to, if you can get it passed through security stuff. But we are doing it like this, and you will become this, not this. It's basically like, this thing to be like a proper, it's effectively building something. They're trying to build the platform around something we see as an equivalent to a third-party client. It's like, you're not important enough, basically, to have that entire architecture, the entire authentication layer re-architected around you. Yes, I need to have that fight tomorrow. But it was a stressful day because I was like, oh, fuck, if I have to like rip up everything we've done over the last 3 months, oh, God, it'll kill me. But we still might, so come back in the next video to find out whether or not we did. Otherwise, Evelyn did we're not like being anal about separating stuff and cleaning stuff, but like in general, I'm touching things and like doing everything, like cooking, whatever. And then Laura's like, whenever she does stuff, well, I wash the hands, whatever. It's highly unlikely that I'm gonna stay out of this scot-free, but we're trying our best. So yeah. Also tomorrow, I've got some shitty admin to do. This fight to do with work. I've got my first ever spinning class. We'll see about that. I'm a bit nervous. And obviously I'm sleeping in a weird room where I'm probably going to get attacked by a cat in the middle of the night at some point. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you later.